afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever it is in your part of the world. Sorry I'm a little late. I was dealing with a theft. The cat stole something. Very serious. They took my jar of coffee. So I had to find that so I could make my coffee. So that took me about 5 minutes of looking before I found it. But I found it. I got my coffee now. Hello, Emily. You're probably not out of the shower yet. Sure, she'll be here shortly. Hello, Arlene. Hello, Joanne. Sorry about the weather there, Joanne. Beautiful here today for a change. Hello, Brett. Hello, Reverend Joe. I wish I had a pot of gold, Brett. It actually was on the bottom shelf of the shelves where it was. And I also had some copy paper that they've been laying on, and they broke the package open, got it dirty and stuff. So I just left it there because it's a wire shelf. And they like to have something under them when they're laying on it, so they're not laying on those metal wires. And they'd knocked some of the paper down, and the paper was on top of the coffee. I was looking all over the place. I looked on both sides of the shelves, under the chair I had by my bed, under my bed. It took me forever to find that. Hello, Belco Glass. Hello, Bobby. I kept you there for maybe a minute, 2 minutes tops, Brett. The rest of the time, you were strapping down your load. You can't blame me for that. So what's Deborah doing? Feeding the dog steak? Excuse me. Well, it's been pretty much nonstop rain. Got a couple days it didn't rain. Just started drying out a little bit. Started raining again. It's all muddy again now. But most of the day today, it's been halfway decent. So there's rain in the forecast for next week, I think it is. But hopefully we don't get it every day like they say. I'm going to bring up the forecast now. It's saying rain Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Partly sunny on Saturday. and then rain Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Yeah, I don't use speech to text because um, that's the word I'm trying to think of. Autocorrect does bad enough. Speech to text change the words around worse yet. Superman, come on over, buddy. I think my co-host is coming over. Here you go. Here's Superman. How you doing, buddy? He never wants to talk, though. But he loves hanging out with me. Yep. I know what you mean there about the fat fingers, but I have the same problem. Hello, Anne. Hello, Marianne. Well, thank you, Marianne. Yeah, I got one of my kids right here. I got channel set up for the meetup. I did a Facebook page, event page, but there's some people don't have Facebook, so I set up a YouTube channel. That's going to be strictly for meetup stuff. Whoops. There we go. There, hopefully Nightbot. There it is. Nightbot dropped the link to that. Try to bring the comments back up on. There it goes. On StreamYard. Laptop's been giving me issues. Um, Hello, Eunice. Hello, Nancy. Thank you, Anne. Okay, Marianne. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it as easy as possible to get information out there. I was gonna post the prices yesterday. But then I found out that the prices of the brochure they gave me aren't the same as the prices that are online. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But when I called the group salesperson, I'm going to verify the prices, and then I'll post the prices. Because it's quite a difference. In the brochure, it's saying that the hotel prices start at $125 a night, and online, it's saying $162 a night. And most expensive room, the brochure is saying $190, and it's well over $200 online. So I don't know what's going on there. But I'll verify what the prices are and get them posted. And the campground, I didn't see the prices online for that. But in the brochure, I think it ranges from $16 a night for a tent site up to $32 or something like that for an RV site with 50 amp electric and water. And there's stuff in between. There's 30 amp electric with water. There's water only. But I'll be getting more information out on that. How did you ever go to Sam's Club and spend less than $50, Eunice? That's good. Thank you, Joanne. Welcome back, Anne. Hello, Tim. Hello, Bev. Well, all the cats are doing good. Let's see, it was Oriole and Dino. Went to the vet on Thursday. Their blood work both look good. Oriole's got an ear infection. She's pretty bad in one ear, and the other ear was pretty inflamed. So he got medicated for that. And what else was there? And then Dino got a steroid shot for a skin condition. And they want to see how he responds to that. And if he doesn't get better, then I got to take him back for the antibiotic shot. Because she said there may be a secondary infection that's causing it. But they don't want to give him the antibiotic shot if he didn't need it. I gotta find where I was here. A lot of comments here. Hello, Des. I hope you're back by now, Des. Hello, Civvy. Oh, okay. I see Eunice. Yeah, by not getting steak, that probably saved you quite a bit right there. Yes, Bev, I got a short message from him on Friday. Hello, Eddie. It's okay, Eddie. You can catch up on your sleep at work tomorrow. Yeah, I was pretty tired earlier today. In fact, I missed the last couple minutes of Brett and Deborah's live because I fell asleep. Fortunately, I didn't sleep long because I didn't have an alarm set because I knew I was tired, but I didn't plan on falling asleep. You were not illegally detained, Brett. That was a lawful traffic stop. You had an unsecured load. I don't care if you were in a parking lot putting straps on. It was unsecured when I saw you. Okay, go ahead, take a nap. I don't care. And then tomorrow, Batman's going to the vet for checkup and blood work. And I'm almost positive that he's got ear mites again because he's been digging at the side of his head. So if he does, they'll take care of them. And then the next one they'll go after Batman is probably going to be Superman. I'll probably see if I can make him an appointment towards the end of the week. Well, welcome back, Emily. Hello, Debbie. Well, the only problem is my cats don't like having stuff put in their ears. Yep, I know what you meant there, Brett. One squirt. Is Fiona okay, Emily? Was that just something routine she had to go for? Hello, Susan. Okay, we've got a few more people in here now, so I'm going to go ahead and share this link again. Yeah, I started a YouTube channel to get information out there on the meetup. I have a Facebook events page, which I know a lot of you are aware of. But there's quite a few people aren't on Facebook. So I figured have this YouTube channel dedicated just for the meetup. That might be easier to get information out there. Oh, I hope she's okay, Emily. Let me see if I can get this footstool moved over here without knocking over the camera. Ouch. There we go. Um, what's been happening? Not much. It's been raining. The Neosporin's safe for her? She won't lick that off? Oh, yeah, Debbie. Definitely been getting rain. Yeah, chickens are all doing good, Emily. I have no idea how many chickens I have. I counted 16 a couple weeks ago. And I know since I counted them, I've had two hens die. The roosters are the only ones I can keep track of. I've got 5 roosters now. Okay, I had 16 hens. 2 died. Yesterday, I counted 19 hens. That's the only problem with free ranging them. They scatter, and they're so hard to keep track of. And then they roost in different spots at night. I've got to get a coop built for him this summer, and hopefully get him to go back in the coop at night. Hello, Tales Told in the Dark. Okay, I see Emily. Because I know dogs and cats also. You put anything on them, if they can reach it, they'll lick it. Oh, we sure don't need any more rain. In fact, the farmers around here are getting worried about being able to cut their hay. It's so wet they can't get on the fields. Hello, Charlene. But I've got it all planned out how I'm going to do the chicken coop. First thing I'm going to have to do is get some type of gravel or stone or something to level up the area and raise it up a little bit to try to keep it a little drier for them. And then I can start building after that. And I hope to be able to get that done before the summer's over with. Well, actually, talking about rain, I'm going to go my app here. It's called Precip. And it's not just general, the rainfall for Waldron. And it's got one official place where they measure it. This works off satellites and radars and stuff. And they can tell you at your exact location how much it's rained. The only thing is, sometimes it's a little slow to update. It's saying right now 4/100ths of an inch in the past 24 hours, which is not accurate. But past 48 hours, a little over an inch and a half. In the past 7 days, a little over 3.5 inches. And month to date, and today is the 15th, so we're halfway through the month, 7.26 inches. That's a lot of rain for the first 15 days of the month. And since the last 24 hours isn't updated on here yet, that may even be a low estimate. Yeah, I'm fortunate to have a good vet here, Emily. Well, all this stuff I'm having done with the cats right now, they're charging me $37.50 for an office call, and then $97 for the blood work. I think it's 18 different things that they're testing for. And then, of course, if they find something else wrong, there was additional charge, like with Orioles ear infection. Medicine for that, I think, was $28. Well, I'm happy with those prices. I've seen a lot worse. Hello, Stephen. Well, Brett, you don't want to be buying them steak for the rest of their lives, so you can't change your mind now. You got them on the steak just so I would have to feed them steak, so that's got to be continued now. Well, keep commenting, Bobby. Maybe you'll get to be number one. Everyone's got 75 points. There's 20 people have got 75 points. But they can come up with first, second, and third out of 20 people having the same number of points. Hello, Carol of Arkansas. Not a problem. I appreciate you coming in my live. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to check any of your videos out yet, but I'll do that. Hello, Demoose. Oh, okay, Brett. Leave him alone. Okay. Maybe Joanne. Oh, that's nice, Bobby. Yeah, sometimes I wish there was someone I could just call when something was going on. I see what you're saying, Bobby. I don't have a sister. Well, Drew was in one of my lives not long ago. I'm almost thinking it might have been last Wednesday. Well, I still have two guineas. I saw two of them today. And hopefully, a little under a month, I'll have some guinea keats. Yeah, guineas take 28 days to hatch, where chickens are 21. I am too, Joanne. And hopefully, once I get the electric fence up, I was going to be for the dogs, but I'm hoping they'll keep the birds in too. Maybe they'll be a little safer then, because the area it's going to be fenced in is going to, for the most part, it's going to have trees everywhere. Because the guineas keep getting out where it's open, and that's not good. Yeah, I love the guineas too, Joanne. They're not friendly birds, but they'll follow me around and stuff. But they just keep their distance. Where the chickens will come right up to me, guineas won't. They they stay back a few feet. Yeah, and see, Joanne just stole first place from Arlene. Hello, Barbara. Barbara, thank you for sharing the link out about the meetup. I appreciate that. I'm going to try to get the word out. Hello, Tiffany. I'll tell him that, Bobby. At some point, I probably will get ducks. Because anyone that I've talked to about duck eggs say they're so much better than chicken eggs. I've never had a duck egg, but I'd like to try duck eggs. Hello, J&B. Well, thank you. Well, I'm a little bit afraid of turkeys because I had a friend, he was a retired mechanic. So I used to go there if I needed something done on my car, and he had some junk cars in the woods out behind his house. And sometimes I go see if I could find a part I needed. And he had tires and stuff. So I went there quite a bit. And he had a tom turkey that was meaner than heck. He would chase me all over. Yeah, that's what I've heard, Susan. Yep, I've heard that, Carol. Yeah, I would have to keep the ducks in an enclosure, that's for sure. Hello, Ark Wild Man. Maybe you'll get a real timeout, Brett. Maybe I should time you out. I know a lot of people are afraid of geese. I know the ones my landlord used to have when I first started my YouTube channel when I was living in New York. I can't say they were friendly. You couldn't walk up to them, pet them, or anything like that. But they were not aggressive at all. At least a little bit. Oh, okay, Deborah. Let's, yeah, I'm gonna mark that down right now so it doesn't get lost. Yeah, I'll definitely look into that. Yeah, that's what it is, Brett. Bunch of hippies. I've been reading Ark Wild Man's post on Facebook. Yeah, I've been chased by wild geese before. I've been around a lot of domestic geese, but the ones I've been around, they weren't bad. My mom had a couple geese for a short period of time. So my father made her get rid of them. He didn't like walking out the back door and stepping in goose poop every time he walked out. So he told her they had to go. Well, it sounds like they're having their version of Woodstock. Doing some cruises on the Mississippi River, Barbara. Because I've looked into a daytime cruise around here somewhere. I'm not really finding much, but every time I search, it always comes up with the cruises on the Mississippi. That may be right, Carol. They do go a lot. Yes, the moose. I've heard that about swans. Yes, Reverend Joe. Dota Queen. I've seen stuff about that. Yeah, I definitely love my chickens. I'll always have chickens and guineas. Whether or not I go beyond that, I don't know. Well, that'd be nice, Emily. Yeah, I've been on quite a few day cruises on the St. Lawrence River, some of the Finger Lakes, um, Lake George. I'm surprised you don't go join them for that new dance in Ark Wild Man. The two guineas I have left are doing good, Emily. I saw them today when I was out there. I had to yell at them. They were getting down towards the road, and the area down there is all wide open. And that's how they're disappearing. Actually, the predators are getting my guineas during the day, Carol. I think it's hawks. The hawks are terrible on this side of the mountains. Had a hawk get one of my chickens. When was it? Late winter, I think it was. But fortunately, the hawk got scared off. And chicken fully healed. Now I'll pass on that, Ark Wild Man. Yes, Emily, guineas really do travel. I started out with 18 guineas. Last fall, I had 18. But I did have a lot of them die from flooding. It's the enclosure I had them when they were younger before I turned them loose. it would flood every time that it rained, and it wouldn't be immediate, but a day, 2 days, 3 days later, they would start dropping dead. I've got some crows around here, but I wish I had more. Yep, down to two now. Hope I have a good hatch rate. Hello, Jennifer. Who wants to fill Jennifer in on everything? Well, I'm gonna share the link again for the channel that I have for the meetup. Um, well, once I get the fence up for the dogs, I'm gonna run the bottom wires. I think probably 3 inches apart, up about 2 feet. So hopefully the chickens and the guineas can't walk through that. They can still fly over it, but smart one, Batman. They can still fly over it, but walking right straight through it seems to be the issue. Yeah, Batman just stepped on the side of the water dish, so I got a flood now. I don't know why he does that. He always has to put his foot on the side of the dish. If Superman's laying right here in between my leg and the arm of the chair. No, it wasn't Superman dumped the water. It was Batman that dumped the water. Well, if I keep enough water in it, then he can't tip it over. But I was letting it get down a little bit because I want to take it outside and scrub it out good today. I'll add water to it for 2 or 3 days, and then I take it outside and scrub it out good. So I was letting the water get down a little bit, but I guess I shouldn't have done that. Nope, not yet, Jennifer. But there's going to be some work going on in there this coming week. I'll tell you, got to wait for a long time around here. You got to wait for the electric company to fix your security light. I've reported that twice in the past 2 weeks. Still waiting for them to come and fix it. It just needs a new bulb. It's flickering and isn't giving off hardly any light. I figured they'd be here within a few days, but nope. Yeah, that's right, Joanne. Superman's being sweet as usual. Yep, that's right, Jane B. Floor work this week. I just had to order the floor installation tool because the one Jake was using was his, and he took it with him. So I had to order a kit. It's only like $12, $13. But it's just a matter of waiting for it to come. Okay, Carol. Thanks for being here. Yeah, that's what I should do, Reverend Joe. Hello, Paul. That's an idea, Jennifer. Hello, Tony. I really don't know how he is doing, Anne. He sent me a message Friday, but really didn't talk at all. Yeah, he's mad at me. And he was pretty upset because I asked him to tend to the animals while I was at the meetup last weekend, even though he agreed to do it. That was Daisy just walked by. Thank you, Jennifer. Well, thank you, Emily. Hello, Judy. Yeah, should be Arlene. That's what I'm assuming, Anne. He didn't tell me where he was, but that's what I would assume. Well, Jennifer, he just thought he's gonna live here, not have any bills to pay, and not have to do anything. Which, as far as not having any bills to pay, yes, that was part of the deal. But to cover that, he was supposed to help me out, and he didn't want to do that. Happy birthday, Judy. Yeah, you would think so, Jennifer. And it wasn't that much that I asked him to do, Emily. It was feed the. I already had the chickens fed and watered on Friday. So on Saturday, feed the chickens, top the water dishes off. Feed the dogs, and if it's a hot day, dump out the water and give them cold water. And then the cats, Friday night and Saturday morning, give them canned food. And while he was doing that, top off the dry food and put water in the water fountain in the water dish. So it wasn't a lot. That's a lot of dogs, Emily. Well, he was there for a month and a half, so he should have had that floor completely done. But he got the kitchen pretty much done. Got that like 95% done. And the living room, he got 3/4 of the old floor tore up and got where it was buckled fixed. So where it was buckled, that's what I would say was the hardest part. So at least that's done. Yep, that's right, Jennifer. Hello, Jonesy. Must be Emily. Yeah, altogether we're talking. Maybe we're taking 20 minutes for the weekend. And that would have been it. Yep, that's the way I feel, J&B. Okay, Susan, have a good night. Or good day, I guess I should say. But keep commenting. Maybe you'll get there, Bobby. Yeah, I didn't think it was that much, Emily. Okay, it looks like the top 5 places all have 150 points right now. Okay, Emily. Y'all check for them after the live. That's hard for me to do right now, Emily. Superman's laying right here. He's sound asleep, laying right on his back. How you doing, Superman? Good boy. He's asleep. Hello, Shawnee. Yeah, I know you were afraid you'd lose internet, Joanne. I'm glad you're still here. Yeah, I hate that not knowing for sure, Shawnee. But ever since I found out how to tell the difference in young kittens, usually by 3 or 4 days, definitely by a week, I can usually tell. There's only been once I was wrong since I figured that out. You know, wrong with Domino. I thought Domino was a boy. She wasn't. Hello, Ace. Ace has been a member for 17 months. I appreciate that, Ace. The kittens are a lot of fun, Shawnee. You think so, Bobby? Are you asking how much memberships are, Emily? Because it came out member shops. I think you mean memberships. Yeah, my memberships run from 99 cents to 9.99 a month. It's 99 cents, 2.99, $4.99 or $9.99? Yes, kittens sure are fun. Joanne's going to hang on to first place. Hey, Superman. You just wake up? Yeah, actually, in the United States, Jennifer, it's only 30%, so I get 70%. But yes, if it's sent PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, I get 100% of that. And that's if you send it PayPal, if it's sent friends and family. If you don't send it friends and family, then I get charged a fee on that and I don't get the full amount. Yet there's 5 people with 150 points. I definitely get the sun talk about, Shawnee. Oh, I didn't know that about members get more points. Yes, that's right, Jennifer. I have an Amazon list and a Walmart list. Well, we're not going to fault you for that, Judy. Hello, Jess. Bobblehead Homestead. Just upgraded to hen. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. Hello, David. I'll give you a rank. You missed it, Emily. My memberships run anywhere from 99 cents to $9.99 a month. 99 cents, $2.99, $4.99, and $9.99. That's okay, Emily. I'm just picking on you. Yes, Judy. Jeff is here. Bobblehead Homestead just gifted 5 memberships. Jennifer Ocean Homestead, Judy Jules and the Big Italian, TNT Adventures, Brenda Lee, and Austin Garrett. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. Oh, that's always a good thing, Jeff. I'll put you in even a better mood now. I'll give you your wrench back. Yeah, a few months back, I promoted someone to managing mod to play a joke on someone. And then when I switched them back to a standard mod, it deleted all the rest of my standard mods. So I've been spending the last few months adding everyone back in. Sorry about that. That was me kicked the camera. It wasn't one of the cats. Yeah, we'll talk Jeff into it, Barbara. We got a lot of time to talk him into it. Okay, Emily. I don't do as much with the memberships as I should, but I do put out some member-only posts and a member-only video every now and then. Or close to it, David. Devil Dog and Belt Loop 29 also have everyone that they know moderated also. You're still going to be number one, Joanne. Well, I hope so, Bobby. And I'm going to share the link to that channel one more time. Yeah, I've got a YouTube channel that's going to be all about the meetup. So I can share information that way. I've got a Facebook event page, but there's some people that aren't on Facebook. So I want to be able to get information out there to people. and I'm hoping we can fill the park right up. Well, I'm hoping I can make like 10 color next year, David. I'd love to meet you. Hello, DJ Turneroo. Oh, you haven't been following along what's going on with Bobby Emily? He's irritated because Joanne's in first place in the crown game, and he's stuck at second. And for any of you that was wondering, that was Sanford that just walked through. Yeah, Sanford's pretty easy to tell. He's the only orange cat that I have. Um, what else have I got to talk about? Let me know. I've been on here. Can't see how long it's been. I can tell you, it's been approximately a little over an hour and a half. Hour and 32, 33 minutes. Oh, we did, David? Can't remember that long ago. Yeah, 2023 was. I just gotten here for the meetup that year. I'd only been in Arkansas for, I think it was a week and a half. And I was meeting a lot of people at that time. Well, if you hadn't told me that, I would have thought I'd meet you for the first time. Okay, I had it pretty close then to Moose. Yes, Joanne. Orange cats are pretty. And he turned out to be a great cat. You don't remember, he's the one that I rescued last summer. He was just a kitten, and he has turned out to be a wonderful cat. fit right in perfect with my other cats. Yeah, I wouldn't mind two or three feral cats. I've got mice in the well house. But I'm not letting any of my indoor cats outside. I'm too attached to them. But if it was a feral cat I wasn't quite as attached to, I'd feel much more comfortable than being outside. I'm not sure, Barbara. I'm going to call sometime this week and talk to the group salesperson, but it's too early to start making reservations yet, anyways. But I'll let everyone know when I've got the discount code. Um, well, it's say it's northwest of Mina. I don't think it's due north. I think it's northwest of Mina. It's on Highway 88, I believe it is. It's on top of Rich Mountain. There's there was a campground, a lodge. They have a real nice restaurant in the lodge. Um, there's a miniature train that runs around the property. That normally doesn't run that time of the year, but I'm going to see if they can do a special run for us. And there's miniature golf. Again, that normally only runs Memorial Day to Labor Day, but I'm going to see about that. I'm thinking the miniature golf might be a good activity for the kids. There's a gazebo right next to a playground. So I'm going to try to get the gazebo. It's kind of expensive, but I'm going to see if we can work out a deal on that. Because the regular rate on that's $85 for every 2 hours. But I'm hoping maybe we can work out some kind of deal. I figured that'd be a good place to do the giveaways, to have potluck lunch, potluck supper, whatever we end up doing. And the playground's right there. Kids can be playing on the playground. I've only been there once to check things out, and it looks pretty good. The only thing is, as soon as it opens for reservations, everyone's going to have to get their reservations in right away because there's only 40 campsites and 40 rooms in the lodge. But you're dropping right down there, Joanne. Yep. Well, Bobby, you kept complaining you didn't want to be number 2. You're not number 2 now. Okay, I'm showing Joanne, Emily, and Arlene all at 225 points. And then Bobby, Reverend Joe, and Des were all at 150 points. Oh, that's nice, Jeff. Yeah, kittens are a lot of fun. Yep, that's right, Tony. Second highest point in Arkansas, but it's the highest point that you can drive to in Arkansas. But even though Mount Magazine's the highest point, you have to walk the last 153 feet. So Rich Mountain's actually the highest point that you can drive to. Yeah, it's beautiful up there. You can see almost all of Polk County, and you can see part of, I forgot what county it is, but whatever county is over the border in Oklahoma, you can see quite a bit of that county also. And I think it's going to be beautiful first week in November. That's why I picked that weekend, because fall foliage should be at peak or near peak. Hello, headed to the creek. Yeah, as far as I can tell, there's just the gazebo that's covered, Barbara. And I asked if they had a pavilion, and she told me about the gazebo. So I think that is the only area. It's not that big. It's got a picnic table sitting right in the center, and there's benches all the way around the outside of it. And there may be a possibility of renting a tent and setting it up somewhere too. but I'll have to check into that more. Because I've thought of a few questions that I want to ask, and I want to go back at some point and do a video on it too. When I was there, I didn't do a video because it was very hazy that day, and you could see the mountains and stuff off in the distance, but it was hazy, and I didn't know how well it would do in a video. So I want to go back on a good clear day and video that. Oh yeah, cats go crazy for laser pointers. Have a good night, J&B. Okay, Emily. Hello, Troy. The sun's shining here, Bobby. You mean the rate for the gazebo, Barbara? The rate that they have set for is $85 for 2 hours. And I'm thinking we would want that for at least 6 hours. But I'm going to see if we can work out a deal on it. I'm going to get just one of the basic rooms. I didn't even know it was there until last week, Jeff. I just started searching for state parks in this area. And that's how I found it. And I read all the information out that I could, watched some YouTube videos of people that had been there before and stuff, and decided I gotta go see it in person. And I was impressed. Oh, thank you, DJ Turneroo. I appreciate that. Radio Jonesy says top three are King's Angels. You know, Jeff, I'm pretty lucky with my cats. They respect my sleep time pretty well. They can be raising heck. If I go to bed at night, I tell them, okay, I'm going to bed. You need to calm down. And as soon as I shut the light off, they're calm. And in the morning, they really don't bother me in the morning. But boy, as soon as they realize I'm awake, they want me up and give them their canned food. Yes, Barbara. There's a small parking lot by the gazebo. Um, I don't know how many cars you can park there. But there's a lot of parking nearby. Hello, Big Matt. Okay, Tony. I appreciate that. And I have another person that said he'll help me out if he ends up being able to go, and he's pretty sure he's going to be able to. Oh, it is, Emily. I didn't see any of the rooms, but just seeing the lobby, the restaurant, and the bathrooms, it is so clean. Well, at least you have some time to plan, Emily. Yeah, I'll do some video on Emily. I don't know if they'll let me go into any of the rooms and video or not, but there's actually videos on YouTube of the room of people that stayed there and they videoed the rooms. Oh, that's good to know, Tony. Well, when I went to the meetup last weekend, I stopped at the Welcome Center and actually just south of the Missouri border. If you're heading south, to welcome you into Arkansas, but I was heading north. and I pulled in there to use the bathroom, and that was really nice and clean. Well, that's good, Bobby. Maybe it won't rain. Well, I hope your weather stays better, Joanne. I know I'm a ways behind in chat here, so I'm not going to talk about everyone's weather. Troy commented a while ago, Joanne. Yeah, Barbara, they told me about the conference room. I already knew about it anyways. And that's got a private balcony on it also. But I'm just not sure if everyone's going to want to be inside. Plus, it's kind of hard to cook burgers on the grill inside, too. Well, I've had cats like that, Judy. But these here, they seem to be pretty good. Oh, that's not bad, Jeff. I was thinking about looking into what else was in the area just in case. Well, it's starting to get a little overcast here, Judy. Well, there used to be a lake just up the road from where I lived, and there was a. I shouldn't really say the couple because it was all the wife that did it. The husband was working all day. But when the kids were a couple years old, she'd take them to swim. She wouldn't throw them in where it was deep, but she'd take them into the lake, just throw them in. And all of her kids turned out to be very good swimmers at a very young age. Because she said, with spending the summer on a lake, she wanted to make sure that if anything ever went wrong, they're going to be able to swim. Barbara found the breakdown of the campsites. You want to be a speaker, Judy? Yeah, there's nothing set in stone yet. Only the date. But if you got any ideas, let me know. Yeah, actually, that disability discount there is Arkansas residents that are 100% total and permanently disabled get 50% Sunday through Thursday and 25% on the weekends. And then rest of the country is 25% Sunday through Thursday and no discount on the weekend. Nope, that doesn't qualify, Brett. Okay, Judy. There you go, Jeff. You got it. Brett, the rate's doubled for you. Okay, I'm going to share that link again. And don't forget, there's a Facebook event page also. And if everyone that knows you're going to be going or you're pretty sure you're going to be going, if you could just comment whether you want a campsite or a lodge room, that would help when I contact the group salesperson. So I can tell her, well, at this point here, we've got X number of people interested in a campsite or X number interested in a lodge room. Well, I think we might be able to come up with a discount for you, Jonesy. If you can make it, I'm sure that we can make up a discount for you. And also for any of you that want to bring pets, there's 4 rooms in the lodge that are pet friendly. You can have up to 2 pets. So I guess I can't take 11 cats. But that's going to be close enough, so if I have to, I can come back home each day. It's only 46 miles for me to get there. Not that I want to make that drive each day, but I could if I had to. Yeah, I checked the average temperature for that first weekend in November, and looks like low to mid 60s during the day, and low to mid 40s at night. So that's going to be perfect. We sitting around a bonfire in the evening. We have a meetup hoodie on. I'm trying to come up with a logo. I'm going to get a hold of Mickey, Critter Creek, and see if he can help me out with a logo. I've got an idea of what I would like. I was trying to find a picture of the mountains that could give them some inspiration on it, but I'm not able to find anything that I think would look good for a logo. So I think I'm just going to tell him what I'm thinking and see if he can come up with something. Yeah, that's a thing, Emily. Around here during the summer, you really don't want to be sitting around a bonfire. Because we have a lot of evenings. It'll still be in the 80s until midnight. But November, it's going to be perfect for sitting around a bonfire. And I chose that weekend for the foliage. Weekend before it's Halloween. I knew that wouldn't be a good weekend. So that really narrowed it down. Yeah, he might be able to also, Emily. I've been on here for over 2 hours. And if Wanda go live tonight, she'll be starting her live in less than 15 minutes. And then Ark Wildman will be going live. His regular time is 8 o'clock. So I know sometimes he varies that a little bit, but so maybe it's about time that I wrap this up so everyone can go do what they need to do and get ready for those lives. Okay, everyone. If you got any questions or comments or suggestions or anything about the meetup, just let me know. Either comment somewheres, send me an email, send me a text, whatever. And then I'll see what we can do about that. Well, thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. I'll have another live Wednesday at 10 o'clock Central. And don't forget, Wanda Henry and Ark Wildman Survival. Both should be going live here in just over 10 minutes. Okay, thank you, everyone. Have a good night.